Good early morning, everybody. It's 8 a.m. here, which is kind of early for me because usually I don't come on for another hour. But I thought, you know what? I'm up. I had my coffee already, and now I got my tea in my Snoopy mug because it's a yellow Charlie Brown, has peanuts on that side, and it has Snoopy on that side. So we're good to go. So we had our coffee. Now we've got our tea. We'll put that off to the side because we'll need it. And I thought, well, today is full moon, so it's a flower moon. And I thought I would do something, a little bit of moon for lunar illuminations, which I'll put the hashtag in after because I forgot to put it in. And I'm also going to work on a couple of Twinchies because I just joined a Twinchie swap because I figured, you know what? I have a whole bunch of Twinchies that is ready that I can use. So I will be using some of these for my partners. And they're all good and ready to go for some of these. And then I thought I would work on some in case I didn't want to part with these. You know, that's kind of hard sometimes parting with some of your art that you've created. So I did go ahead and cut a bunch of Twinchies. Let me get my chat up here so I can see everybody. I did cut a bunch of Twinchies up because I thought I would work on that because I want to swap some and I want to put some in Happy Mail. So we'll be doing some of that. So I thought we would just put out some of these and we'll work on this stuff. So today is another sunshiny day. Oh my goodness, I could not believe it. It is crazy, crazy nice out. Oh, before we get into this, I had Happy Mail happen. Um, I wanted to show you some of what came. Um, this was from Dolores. She sent me, oh my gosh, I was so happy, like you would not believe, some fussy cuts and magazine images and stuff that I can use in my glue books or my collages or whatever else. I was so happy to have that. It's like, oh my gosh, little treasures, right? So I had that. And I also got from Inkywell, Dee Willingham, one of her giveaways, one of her cards and bookmarks. So I look forward to coloring those. That will be fun to do. You know, even these bookmarks, you can, if you don't want to use them as bookmarks, you can cut them down into Twinchies. And I think they're 2 inches. I don't know. Let me just see. Curiosity. Yes, they are. Look at that. You could actually cut them, color it, and then cut them into Twinchies and have Twinchies. So we got that. And put the envelopes over there. And and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right. It's Yuta? Yuta? Oh my gosh, I was so amazed. First off, she is also in Canada. And look at this. Look at the front of this envelope. Look at the stamps. So much goodness on there. It's like, oh my gosh, I gotta save those. So yes, that is really cool. But her she sent me, we did a swap, a green swap with Beth. Oh no, I got it stuck there with this double-sided tape she put in there. But we did an ATC swap. Hey Evie, good morning. And this is hers. She did some beautiful birds. It's nature. I love it. I love it. But the bonus, like, oh my gosh, this girl can paint. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? Yuta can, she has, this is watercolor. This is her watercolor. This is Lake O'Hara, and that's here in Yoho. in Alberta, and by Revelstoke, BC. It's in Yoho, so it's in British Columbia. But she painted this. Isn't this beautiful? This is just beautiful. I was so happy. That was bonus, 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 bonus. And then Possum Patty, it's her little possum sticker on the back. Her, she sent me a possum watercolor and one of her ladies that she has put and painted on fabric. So that is really cool. And it's collaged with it looks like napkin. So that is really cool. And it sparkles. Hey, Chris. So, yes, and Belinda, yes, everybody. I came on early and thought I'd show a little bit of stuff. And then Janet Nash. Oh my gosh, that sweet lady. She sent me her hand stitched mountain scene. I was so happy. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. So yeah, she it was to Danny and I, my daughter-in-law, because we had met her here and she sent a little thank you from her and Sam for taking them around and showing them more of the mountains and the lakes and little different experiences while they were here. So, and that's what my daughter-in-law does actually. She is a photographer and tour guide here in Alberta and around. She's been traveling quite a bit um, throughout other countries as well, doing photography tours, and she teaches you how to use your camera and everything. So she took her time and Kate and took Sam and Janet all over the mountains between here and BC. So that was really nice. So this is hand stitch. It's really special. I'll probably send that up to Danny so she can have it. And I just wanted to show it. But anyway, back back to Arden. Back to Arden. I had just joined a Twinchies swap. Say that 10 times fast. Hey, Chris. How are you doing this morning? Belinda, I know I came on early and I just thought, I have some things that I want to do a little bit later. And also, if you don't follow her, Possum Patty is also on after me. So she comes on at 12 Eastern. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to come on early and then I don't have to rush and I can just do my thing of what I want to do, play in a little bit of inks and watercolor, and I shouldn't wear light colored shirts. Well, I put this on because it's chilly downstairs. It's warm upstairs, but I thought I would just play and collage and create some ATCs, whether they be for a swap or Happy Mail. I thought it would be fun to do because yesterday we played in paint and I still want to do that, but I haven't. Or Wednesday we played in paint. I should say Wednesday. Yesterday I painted, but it was more of the dining room walls. So this is what I did on Wednesday. So if you want to see the process of how that one came about, it's really textured, really, really textured, and it came out beautifully. I still want to add a couple of little details, I'm thinking. So I'm not sure yet. So that's why I'm not working on it today, because I thought, you know what? I don't want to just slap things on it. I want it to come out and there's certain style that I want to just put onto this. I want it to have like a search and find kind of feel. So I need to cut out a bunch of small things, and I haven't gotten that far yet because I was so busy yesterday. And after my stream today, I need to go do some paperwork stuff, the adulting thing. And but I will do this live but I want to cut and fussy cut out all the things beforehand. Now, this is just in a composition book, so you can just, you know, it takes, this is only one sheet. I didn't even glue two sheets together, but this is going to be my fun book. And this side was just smashing and putting over whatever was left on this side to help alleviate the puddles on this side. So I just put it onto this page, which we can then, I can add new decorations on that side. So that's what I'm thinking of that one. And I can't do anything with that one until I cut out and fussy cut a bunch of stuff. So with that being said, and I'm rambling on, hello, Vanessa, Angel Rose. Hi, Fuzzy Adventures. Nice to see everybody in here. Do I need a mod? Who would like to be a mod? I'd like to have a mod today. Um, anyway, if you want to be a mod, just say, yeah, I'll be a mod. I'm thinking I've been slowly fussy cutting stuff. And sometimes that's a hard thing to do, fussy cutting, because I never know whether to keep a page or not keep a page, you know? It gets to that point of, oh my God, do I want to save the whole thing or do I just want to do little bits? Now, I want to save the rabbit because I want to use him elsewhere, but I'm going to use this. I had purchased a Where Women Create book, and it was okay. I was a little sticker shocked, but I thought, I'm going to just use some of these things and cut and keep some of this for my collages and, different art that I want to do. But I want to use, that works. I want to use this guy on there and then add whatever I cut off on top. Now you could paint your backgrounds and then just add him in. I think I'm going to use him as the whole background just because. And then I can add things on top, which makes it fun to do. And had to get a new glue stick out, so that was always fun. And I'm using a cardstock for this. Let's see, I want to make sure this is over there and there. So just take and put a couple of little things down. And the Twinchie swap I'm joining is with Curiously Michelle in her Facebook group. I don't have a link to that, I'm sorry, but I'm sure if you go to Curiously Michelle, her YouTube channel, she will have it listed probably. All right, so here is my background. And now, because he's got trumpet flowers, let me just zoom in a smidge. He's got trumpet flowers, and there's also daffodils, actually, and he's using it as a trumpet. And there's still another one here. So I am thinking that would be nice to add to. I'm just getting to my camera so I can zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Hey, Lynn. All right. Now I've got my chat and everything back to where it should be. And yes, I am a little early today. So for those who are looking for me at 9 o'clock, I'm sorry. I came on just a smidge earlier, an hour earlier actually, so I can get some stuff done today, but it's still fun. It's, regardless if you're here for the live or you're gonna watch after, that's all well and good. I am doing pretty well in my subscribers. I'm looking forward to having our subscriber party, which will be fun because we'll have all kinds of goodies going on. So hopefully you're subscribed. Don't forget to leave a comment after, hit the like button. All of that helps. All of that helps. So I just cut out this little daffodil because I want to put that over here so he can have another daffodil there, or she, whatever it is. And I've got my paper over here so I can glue. So I wanted to work on these because I think they would be so much fun. I'm going to tilt this one just a little. It's getting there. We're just rearranging some of the items to create a little picture. This little bunny can go on something else. I really like having a bunch of different things to be able to pick and choose from. I think I might want to add a little frog. I found this on Pinterest and I actually printed it on sticker paper because I really liked them and I thought they would look nice in something else. So that's what I did. I created my own little stickers and to cut out, and I should have done this earlier, but again, I didn't. Trying to go around the umbrella is Jelly Chelsea's group is one of your favorites. I don't think I know that one. I'll have to look that up. We don't have any mods here today, so I can't help you. But I wanted to join in the Twinchie, so I thought, yeah, I'll join Michelle's, and that way I can share some of my Twinchies. And I get to see everybody. Oh, curiously, Michelle is Jelly Shelly. Alrighty then. I did not know that. I did not know that. So yes, Curiously Michelle is the group. Um, I don't know the exact name of her group, but I would put it in, but I don't think I have it open at the moment, and it would take me some time to find it. So this guy's looking pretty good so far. He's really, really tiny, but he's gonna look really cool with the daffodils there. And I am trying to just go around his head. Oh, I think I just clipped an eyeball. Oh well. Oh man, the small stuff. But he still has an eye, which is good. And I'm trying to get close without cutting off the umbrella. And there we go. So now he's cut out. And I'm going to try and take the sticker back off him because, like I said, I created him into a sticker and I wanted it for in my art. And So I'm not selling it, so come on, you can do it. Give up the backing. There we are. Giving up the backing, and I'm gonna put him down here just in front of the flower. Oh, not with that though. I don't want to add that. And I put the little sticky rock. He's shiny because he was on a glossy sticker paper. And I do have a mat, and I will go around him now so he stands out like he's in front of the background. He'll show up just a little bit more. So all kinds of things you can do with magazines and creating your own stickers. You scan it in and create your own stickers, so you don't have to use as much glue stick. Hey, Kelsey. Twinchie it is, yes. It's Twinchies. I joined a Twinchie swap, so I thought I would make them here, and then after I'm going to do my new moon with the lunar illuminations, which is a hashtag by Gwen, I think it was. So, all right, now I need my, and I don't know what I did with it. Well, I'll use blue because it has a good point, and blue is just as good for when you want to just go lightly around and not have something intrusive as much as black. Blue is a good alternative for shading. So I'm just going to go around him with the blue. And then I'll take my little brush. Yes, Gwen and Kelsey are hosting Lunar Illuminations. So if you haven't checked that out, do check out Kelsey and Gwen, Gwen the Trash Witch, and join in on the Lunar Illuminations because that's what I'm going to be doing next. I will be creating that. And I probably will do a video instead of doing it live because I wanted to get these done. I mean, I could do it today as well, but it gets to be, overwhelming when you're doing so many different things. And you can go back in and re-add if you brush away too much. What's nice is some magazines are a little easier on they take to the water a lot better than some of the glossy. And I'm just going around the edge, just bringing it out just a little bit so he shows up. And if it doesn't show up enough, go back in and add some more. And then just wet it so it turns into more of a permanent look. Thank you, Kelsey. Yes, Kelsey and Gwen are hosting that one. There's quite a bit of collabs going on, and I've been really enjoying them. And I was going to do my lunar illuminations, but I want to use it in my book. And I moved my book, and I don't remember where I put it, so I need to find it so I can I'll do a video later on. Hey, Chris, some connectivity issues. Ah. All right, so here is the blue that makes him stand out just a little bit better. And now what I'm going to do is instead of my black because I don't know what I did with my little tiny black Stabilo all. It's missing, but that's all right. We'll just we'll just go with the blue because blue works just as good with the gold, and I can add a tiny smidge of a border around it, and it looks nice. Just add a little bit of blue in the corners just to give it that vignette look. You need a vacation now? I only am doing yours and Twinchy Tuesday with the Sassy Southern NC Girl. So those are the only ones I'm doing, and then I decided to join just a swap. So, and I figured that'll be enough. And I'm using my Kuretake Gold, which I have had since 2017. So if you want a great investment, this one, if you love gold paint for gold and splatters, the Kuretake Gold and the Speedball Gold. They are both really great. I've had them since 2017 and I still have tons left. But I'm going to use this one. And you can see it. It's beautiful gold in there. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see that. I'll have to go back. Did you do a flip of that? Hey, Keeks. Working and lurking. Did you do a flip? Now I'm just going to take a little bit of the gold and go right over the Stabilo all because it blends and gives it that look that I like. It gives it that antique look. And I like the antique look. And that's what I'm going to do for probably the rest of these cards as well. And maybe add a couple sprinkles of splats on it. I don't know. Those splats have been getting me. But I think it would look nice. Or I think I'm going to do some negative painting. And Freddie knows today. Oh, nice. I look forward to seeing it, actually. I really do. But then again, I like everything moon related as well. Well, I was going to do splats, but I might do black splats. And I think what I'm going to do is thin this down just a smidge. I'm going to put this on here. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because I'm gonna use that anyways. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take and negative paint the gold in the background around things. So anything that's beige in that background is going to get a gold. Oh, that doesn't sound fun, Chris. So I think that will make them guys stand out a little bit better. So you can take any kind of image, any kind of picture, and take and turn it into whatever you want. Change the colors, change the art, add art, rearrange things, and you'll be surprised at how much you can actually turn something into your own and not even recognize the previous picture. Now, isn't that making a difference and making him stand out? Hey, Christina, you'll stream this weekend again? That's great, Chris. So that is looking really, really nice. It's giving it a whole different look and changing it up. I'm going around the pink so they stand out as well. You could also go in there with the Stabilo All and also give it around the pink to have them come forward as well. But I think I'm just going to leave it as is and just do this gold back there. Just enough. Just enough. And that's the gold. Now look at that baby shine. So now it makes it look very much 3D. Almost could have used the brown behind the frog. Um, yeah, some people put it on the back. I do sign the front because I was asked to sign the front because of people wanting to put them in their books. But so far, I've only done, I think I wrote on a couple. I just wrote on a couple on the backs of them when they were done. But I do initial and date the front. But I'm getting quite the collection. Probably not as many as Kelsey has done, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That's why I joined the swap because I figured it will help me give away some, and then I can get to keep creating and make more. So now I want to take and my famous little archival ink. Yeah, I'm accidentally sent ATCs out without signing, and I felt so bad about that. But I was trying to get a whole ton of them done, and I forgot to sign two of them. Everybody else got signed, but I forgot to sign two. And I love doing the black after the gold. You glued a lot of yours in the moon book? Oh, cool. Yes, some of yours were actually uh, for that, I think. They were really nice. And there is one complete ATC. See how fast? Kelsey, you're old? Oh my God. You're not old. You're a youngster, aren't you? But there he is in all his glory. That took on a whole different look. You, I'm Kelsey, you're 59. I'm 65. I'll be 66 this year. Hey, Dana. So in a half an hour, you can create small art, little Twinchies. If anybody wants to come on, you're more than welcome. I'll send you a link if you want to art along with me. Quit dragging you along. No, I didn't draw that one. That's a magazine. I changed a magazine picture and rearranged some parts and added stickers. Nope, this one I didn't draw. I've just been working on a couple of ATCs because of, hey, Dorita, nice to see you. Now I'm just doing randomness with ink So I'm just going to let that dry off to the side. I don't like doing the same style ATCs. This is just me. I prefer to have a variety. I like doing the variety. I just am not I get bored and I need to do something different. All of my all of my ATCs come out different. And I'm thinking I want to use this on there. I was going to use it on an ATC, but it's too big. So yes, I'm a rebel. I just don't like doing the same thing. I like doing a variety of stuff, and I just am making sure that this is where I want it. So I'm bending around the edge of the ATC so I can put it where I have the words in the center is what I'm looking for. That'll work. And that'll work. And then I can glue it in there. Cut it out first, of course. Yeah. Themes are I prefer just doing my thing and have fun doing it. I was always one just to do my own I hardly ever followed along with anybody or did anything, and that's kind of why I didn't do a lot of collabs, but the collab with the okay, Chris, no worries. No worries. I have adulting to do later. Later. And then it'll be fine. I'm gonna put most of this on there. So now I am taking, and this is another piece out of that Where Women Create or When Women Create book. So I will just trim that off down to the 2x2. And what's nice is these are really sturdy if you have cardstock, but they're even nicer if you use watercolor paper or chipboard or cereal boxes. So definitely do check them out. Women weaving their stories. I kind of like that, but I want to add something to that. I want to add something to that. And I did talk to Taperology about the rub-on stickers, and they did say that the bees were for glass, but I still was having issues with the other ones. Oh, nice. Yeah, but I like space stuff. I like nature, um, all that kinds of things. Women weaving, this not that one. And I like to collect these little tins. This was from my scissors, so I put in my stickers that I created in there, and I'll be putting the frogs in there as well. And then in here, I put the field notes, Tim Holtz field notes, and he has little tiny, tiny, tiny items. So I was thinking of maybe adding some of these on there to give it dimension, which are really fun to use. Whether I use that butterfly or this butterfly, I'm not sure. Well, for the little things, it's nice, but I don't know if you've ever seen the photo bin things. I've been on a binge of the stamps, and I have created a monster of these. Anything that I have leftover papers, I punch. Instead of throwing them away, I punch because then I put them in my other journal and I stick them down. So there isn't a lot going into the landfill. So when I go through my magazines, such as this, I will cut out this, I'll cut out the books, I'll cut out the bunny, and then anything else left, I take my stamp punch or my square punch or my circle punch, and I go through and I punch out all the colors. And then you have either side, right? So then it's not going into the landfill. So then you have very, very minimal waste. So that's why some of these have plain colors and whatever is on the back. And then you get to choose. Do you want to use the blue or do you want the words or and numbers? So you can take and pick and choose and use up almost every bit of scrap. And that's what I've been doing with these. And that way, when I go and I don't have something that I really want to focus on or concentrate on, I get my glue stick, I get my book, I take my little plastic container, and I will go sit on the couch and I will just glue my squares randomly by picking, not even looking, just picking. And then I just glue them in, and it's just so nice. So that way you don't have waste and use any kind of your um, punches. The other thing I use these for is I take and I separate them. Like I've just started actually doing lots of fussy cutting because I don't have a lot of magazines and fussy cuts. So I've just started collecting a lot of this stuff. But when you get these inside of the container, I take all of these out and I had them sitting off to the side over here in a little cubby, a little square in stuff that I can pull out and see. But with the big case that these come in, I use them as project boxes. So I take all of these out of that instead of leaving them in there and then having to open a box to get to a box. I use these off to the side where I can reach them. And then the big square boxes I take and I use for my projects. If I'm working on a journal, I put everything in there for that journal. Or if I'm stitching, I will take all of the threads that I'm using for it and my hoops and everything fits in those little boxes just perfectly to keep my projects in rather than boxes in boxes. So that's my bits of storage. So back to this. What do I want to use on women weaving? So do I have anything unique or different that shows up? Private collection specimens. Ah, they're so tiny. But I love doing tiny art. I don't know about anybody else, but I love doing tiny art more so than bigger art. I still get to use all of my supplies, but I also get to finish projects when they're smaller. So that is the one nice thing. I was hoping to find a spider. I may have to look for a spider or another bug that weaves because that's what I wanted to put on there because it's about weaving, right? So I've got a bunch of butterflies and moths and flowers. I love tiny art. It's just so much fun. But I wanted to add a spider and all these insects in here and there's not one spider. Not one. So I will have to. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that. You have to put her link in. I would love to see that. You actually have to use tweezers for that kind of art. As it is, my fingers are just working along with this one. Yes, no, not really. I don't want the real deal. But I do want to put a butterfly on here because I think that would look nice. I'm not sure. Kind of think the blue one sets it off just a little better and gives it a little bit of a different color. Now, his are die cuts, but I don't like the white. So I will go back in and I will cut that off because I don't want the white to show, or the brown, or whatever manila color it is. So I can add that, go around the head. I'm cutting off the antennas because I'll go back in and I'll put them there. Ah, all right. Thank you, Artie Mays. Let me just click on that and open link in new tab and make sure it's not going to come on. Oh, I was not subscribed to her. How cool. Thank you. That's somebody new for me. That's great. I love finding new people. All right, so now I'm going to use this little butterfly because I think that looks good there. And I've got my glue stick. Now you can use an Eileen's tacky glue if you want, or something like that. But I'm just using the glue stick. I think that butterfly sets that off nice, and it looks like this comes where he was flying. So that's kind of cool. And I think I want to add the mushrooms down in the bottom, or flower. Mushrooms or flower. I can't even pick it up because I don't have nails. Flower? Yes, flower. So again, I'm going to just do a quick little trim. I'm sorry I'm sniffy. It's been a little bit of a dusty couple of days, but go around the flower and I'm just doing a little wobbly cut. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. I hear the puppies upstairs. It's going to be another warm day here today, which is really nice. All right, that looks good. That looks good. That's really tiny. So we'll put some glue on that. And we'll add that to that corner. and that connects there. And that one I would say is done. Let's put the lid on because, now we just got to edge. I think, and this is the fun part, like putting together all kinds of fun little ideas, just randomness, not even thinking about it because I did not pre-plan this at all. I just am winging it today, but I do need to have 8, 4 for each person. I do need to have 8. I'm thinking I want to use, I think I'm going to use this blue. Oh, if I can open it. I think I want to use this blue on it. I need to find a lid so I can put my ink on it. Just put this there. And I'm using these up because I've had these like forever too. So what I'm going to do is just set this off to the side. And this is a iridescent glue. And I am just going to go over my blue Stabilo all and go all the way around. Get it all over me while I'm at it. Keep painting. Just don't smear, right? Don't smear. Oh my gosh, Chris, that's warm. You just started matching bits up for a Twinchie. I don't even think about it when I come into Twinchie Town. I just go for it. And that one has a blue edging. What's my plans for the month of May? I'm hoping to get out and do some metal detecting. The weather's starting to warm up now, so that's really nice. So I want to do that. I just joined a Twinchie swap, so that's fun. And what else am I gonna do? Probably help the kids do some of the gardening. That's fun to do too. Now, I need another background of some sort for stuff. Let's see what we got here. Let's pull out these guys. Hey, Ellen. How are you? Did you get all your shopping done? I think I'm going to take and use these guys. You just got back? Yeah, I went on a little early. I thought to myself, I'm already awake. I'm already awake, so why not go on and then I can get on with the rest of my day and get all my adulting done. And then I can listen to other people while I'm trying to get things finished up. And again, I've created my own little stamps because I just needed to not go through so much glue because you can get a whole lot on a stamp paper. So I'm going to take this, put this guy in there, maybe just one, and see what else we have. Got words, I got birds, I got bees. And yes, the bees were made for glass. So, but I'm thinking maybe if I put a coating of a clear coat of something on there, I'll be able to use that. I like that book. I'll put a book in the background. I think that would look nice. We have to put a book. And that would look kind of cool. And then we can add some wording to this one. Probably add wording to some of the others as well, but that's kind of hard to, the wording sometimes takes more time than it does to create the ATC. And this is a rub-on, so we're going to see how this works. If I can get it apart. Come on, you can do it. There it goes. Why is that not coming off the way it's supposed to? The wrong side is coming off. That's not good. Oh, this might stick just fine then. So now we got the right side coming off. And I think I'm going to put this book on an angle. Oh, that's all right. The book tore. It stuck to my finger. Unbelievable. Now I won't want to come off my finger. This is the first time I've had anything actually work like it's supposed to. All right, so because I don't have anything out here, I'm going to use this to rub down the book. And I don't mind that the book is torn on that spot because it actually looks very old then. So you can see where it stuck to my finger. And now watch, it won't want to come off. Oh, yay! Look at that. That looks cool. Now, I'm going to take that. I want to have this guy standing over here with the book. So I'll stick him down. So, you know, sometimes you just got to use what you have, make it work, even if it messes up when you're trying to do something. And I want to put him here. He's looking at that huge book. So now we have to figure out what the heck can we have him saying, because this is kind of antique-y and old looking, and I don't know if I want to add more color around the outside, maybe in a bluish look. Maybe. Oh, I put that in my ink. That's not good. Let's rub that off on something else. Good thing it's the backing side. I just put my rub-ons in the ink that I have over here. Now I'm not sure if I want to use that as rust color, maybe a rust color. Yes, it is a huge book. It almost reminds me of the Zelda I've been playing lately. Ah, what if it says believe in magic? I like that. Because there is a quote that says those who don't believe in magic will never find it. But I just want to put believe in magic. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it apart. They do. I made my own. Yes, Char. I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom. I played Breath of the Wild already. Let's put this back in here for later. Yes, in Believe in Magic. Because that's a magic book. Believe in Magic. And I want to cut it up into 3, which means now that I've touched it 50,000 times, I'm going to have to use glue stick on the back of it because the sticky's gone. No, that happens. The sticky's gone. So let's get the glue stick and start with Believe. Ugh, these glue sticks. I get more on me than I do the thing. All right. I want it to go off a little bit. Believe. In the middle. And then magic on the end again. Coming out that edge where it ripped. Right there. So that works. I like that. That's 3 down. Sometimes they take a while to get done. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to take a little bit of that blue because the lettering is blue. You have some videos of the cinematic scenes up to the Guardo Temple after seeing the Queen of the Guardo, then left. Yes, I still have, I'm just at the beginning of Tears of the Wild. So I'm still working on getting my people to follow me. So I still have that to do. Now I'm going in and around some of the gold, which gives it a different look, but it's fine. But today I might play a little bit, but I have some adulting I need to do first. It's fun to play. I like playing. Sometimes I die a lot when I'm playing, but that's okay. I just get back up and go again and get frustrated. And I know they say leave white space, but I kind of like the blue around the gold. It kind of gives it an earthy look, like he's floating. And I like that. Get close enough to the little people. And I think that looks kind of cool. I will take and outline a little bit of that. Clean my brush so the ink doesn't kill it. We have 19 here in the chat today. How wonderful. It's nice to see everybody. I hope you're all subscribed. Don't forget to hit that thumb because it really helps the algorithms. And I'm going to go around the outside with my blue and probably come back in with the blue again. This just gives it a little bit of a more of a shading look. And that way it'll make it a little bit darker than what it is. And then go back in because I like to do that final edging with my archival ink. And I really like how that blue's coming around the edge. It gives it a very, it looks like it's in the sky. I like that. I like that. Oh, oh, don't put it in the tea. Don't put it in the tea. Get the black. Give it that edge in the corners so you have your vignette. I like how it just shows up just a little bit more. Even if it gives it a feathery look, that's fine. Just move on. Don't worry about it. Just make it and be done. Okay, Kelsey, thanks for being here. I'm going to go soon too after I do a little bit of outline on my lettering. And that gives it the look that you like. And I'm just using a black Bic pen because it stays fine. It writes on just about everything. It looks nice. And there is another ATC. So now here is this one. And I think I'm going to go around these flowers as well to bring them out. And you don't have to be specifically, you know, detailed. Just create it. Have fun creating it. I forgot to put the antennae on the. And here's this one. So let's do number 4. And what will we do with number 4? What will we do with number 4? I think number 4 is going to be a nature scene. And this is just random because it was just sitting over there. So I think that's what number 4 is going to be, a nature scene. You have to go adult. All right, Lynn, see you. We're going to do one more. And I want to have this section on it. So we'll put that right there. When I'm putting just a big sheet over a 2x2, I try to focus what I really want on there, and then I set it down to wherever it will go. I make sure my main focal point is on there. And then I cut the edges. And when you're using cardstock, when you add that layer of a full backing, it does sturdy it up a whole lot more. And it makes it just a little easier to handle. And there's my scene. So now we'll take and find something to put on that one because it's a nature scene. I don't know if I have anything in this field notes one other than the butterflies. I don't know if I want to do another butterfly. I like to do a variety of different things. So let's look in our stamps and see what we have for our stamps to put up in the corner. Since it's nature, and again, this is my little stamp box. And I usually just like to randomly look through. I know I do have some bears and there's zebras and giraffes. That's kind of cool. All kinds of nature-oriented ones because I was going through some of the maps and cutting out teeny tiny little animals for my little ATCs and Twinchies and the circles that I've been doing. Sometimes it's hard to find what you want, but you know, if it's going to show up, that's, oh, there's a little monkey face. Say, I did all kinds of critters. I know I did. There's an eagle. We have an eagle. That will work. All right, so some of those are good. So we can take and close this. And now we've got 4 different animals that we could pick and choose from. So we have a water scene with some pieces of wood that has been washed up. So now we have an eagle, and I'm thinking we could put the eagle there. It's a stamp, but that's fine too. And I see zebra heads sticking out. I don't know about that, but I like the eagle. And I'm debating, do I do the stamp? Yeah, I think I will do the stamp and leave it as a stamp. And then just look here and see what else I have. If I have another bear somewhere. Look on both sides. You just never know what you're going to find on the maps. Oh, we have water. We have water. I could put this coming out of the water. That one's too big. I'm pretty sure that's too big. But we'll just tear it out anyways. Just because. There's a whale tail. Oh, whale tail. That'll work. Here's a whale tail. We could put a whale tail coming out of there. Like I said, I fly by the seat of my pants when I'm doing this. I just never know. And it's like, oh, that'll do. So let's take the whale tail. If we could have a whale tail coming out, that looks cool. Now, who messaged me? So I like the whale tail, but I gotta cut the blue off, but I can keep the little line of white because it gives the look of coming out of the water. And I could have the eagle coming in to grab the whale tail. Yes, look at that. I like the whale tail. Whale tail's going down. And put it in there. So we got the whale tail. Now, do I cut out the eagle or do I leave it as a stamp? Do I cut the eagle or do I leave it as a stamp just to give it a different look? What do you think? Stamp? So we have, this is our last one, and then I will let everybody go. So we just have to finish putting the edge on it. All right, one stamp. We'll put the stamp down. It gives it a different look. All right, let's just put this right there so it has an edge. That looks neat. Look, look. So you just never know what you're going to find. Life is like a box of chocolates. You just root through all your papers and pull it out. Hi, April. So this one. Now let's do the edging. And I think with this one, I'm just going to do the black. And do the edge so it shows up nice. Gives it a nice little detail. And we have our nature scene. So you can do just about anything, creating all kinds of different designs. And I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. I know I came on early, and Marty, you just got here. I'm sorry. I came on early. I was up early and nobody else was on, so I just decided to start early. So these are our little guys that we did. I'll show each and every one of them. We've created all kinds of different styles, and that's what art is about. You don't have to have one specific style. You can do whatever your little heart desires. Now let's put these in a little square here for the YouTube people so they can create and have my screenshot, so to speak. So take care, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming in early. And we'll get together again soon. I will be uploading a video later, so if you have not hit the notifications, please do, because I will be uploading more videos. I will be doing the Lunar Illumination collab, so I will be adding that. So please do hit the subscribe, come back, leave a comment, It's really greatly appreciated. I am working my way to 1K and we're getting there. So thank you, everybody. From my quiet corner to yours, have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.